Western powers have expressed dismay at Israel's announcement it will build more than 1,000 new homes on the edge of Jerusalem. The US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has called the move counterproductive to peace talks, while the European Union says it should be reversed. The announcement of Jewish settlement expansion comes just days after Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas called for full UN membership for a Palestinian state. Middle East correspondent Ann Barker reports from Jerusalem.
The Jewish enclave of Gilo in East Jerusalem sits on land that Israel annexed after the 1967 war, contrary to international law. Today it's home to around 50,000 people, and now it's set to expand even further with plans for 1,100 new homes. A member of Jerusalem's planning committee describes it as a nice gift for Rosh Hashanah, or the Jewish New Year, which begins tonight. But the United States, among others, says it's another obstacle to peace between Israel and the Palestinians.
This morning's announcement by the government of Israel approving the construction of 11 housing units in East Jerusalem is counterproductive to our efforts to resume direct negotiations between the parties.
It's construction like this in East Jerusalem and the West Bank that caused peace talks to collapse last year when a partial freeze on settlement expansion ended last September. Palestinian leaders refused to return to negotiations unless Israel agrees to another suspension. Now, instead, they've applied for full United Nations membership of a Palestinian state, and they say Gilo's expansion is another slap in the face for the peace process.
By announcing these settlement tenders today, Israel have said 1,100 no to resumption of negotiations, to the two-state solution. So Americans, Europeans, Russians and the UN are confronted with this 1,100 no's from Netanyahu. This government has chosen settlements and not peace.
Last week, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told the UN he was serious about reaching a lasting peace agreement with the Palestinians. But he says he won't agree to a further freeze on settlement construction because it's been tried and failed. And he says the Palestinians are using the pretext of settlement expansion to avoid peace talks altogether. Ann Barker, Lateline.